This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hey everybody, thank you once again for tuning in to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. We are your hosts. I'm Rudy V, along with my son, my little bambino, Anthony Ray. Really excited about this show, guys. We're going to get back to basics. We're going to be talking about what we've talked about in the past, but we really kind of have to reiterate these things. We're going to be talking about brushing, nail clipping, ear cleaning, bathing, how often we should do it, how often we should not do it. But in this episode, we're going to definitely get back to basics so that we can all do a great job in keeping our pets groomed. All that and much, much more when we come back on Groomer Humor.
Does your dog itch, scratch, stink, or shed like crazy? Come to Dynavite for help. Order a 90-day supply of Dynavite. Pick up 2 bottles of Lico Chops, get the 3rd bottle free. New improved Lico Chops with omega-6, omega-3, vitamin E, and now 6 extra direct-fed microbials. Even better for the digestive tract and immune system. And dogs love it. Try Lico Chops. Buy 2, get 1 free. This is Henry Lukasevic for Dynavite.
DINOVITE.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. Once again, we are your hosts. I'm Rudy V, along with my son, Anthony Ray. Really excited about this show, guys. As always, thank you so much for tuning in to us. We really appreciate you guys listening. So, Ant, how you doing, man? I feel like I haven't talked to you. I know I say this all the time, but again, on the weekends, you and I don't talk, man. What's going on with you?
Why do you make it sound like it's I'm doing a bad thing? What's going on with you? Nothing's going. We just don't. We're with each other all week, and then
I just think a son should call his father. Don't you? Once in a while.
Well, depends on who the father is, really.
Oh,
it's I don't know.
Right. I bet if I had more money, you'd call me more.
Oh, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, right. It's always a plus.
That's not rocket science. No, everything's good. We had the layover. You were on vacation, and I clearly didn't do anything while you were away as far as being productive.
Nothing productive.
Not really.
Did you shower while I was gone?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
At least once. I was gone for like 2 weeks.
Might have been 2.
Really? Man, that is... Yeah, I'm proud of you. I mean,
let's put it this way: there were definitely more Miller High Lifes than showers while you were away.
Wow!
But no, it was good. While you were away, Thanksgiving passed, and we went to family's house, and that was fun. We ate a lot of good food.
Nice.
And that was it. And you came back.
I'm glad you mentioned like a high quality beer. Miller High Life,
well,
the beer of beers, like you couldn't splurge for like a Coors Light, huh? You went with
splurge for Coors Light. No, I drink it. First of all, Miller High Life is the champagne of beers, and I get enough from my friends making fun of me for drinking that. I don't need it from you either. But hey, here's the thing: it's $9.99, and you get 12 of them. So 20 spot will do you.
You got to go with the bargain. You just do. You have to. You have to be cost effective when you're trying to get drunk.
Well, now, lately we've been bringing bowling back onto the scene, so it's really not helping the boozing.
Wow. How does that work out? Like drunk bowling. It should be like a new Olympic feat, not just bowling, drunk bowling.
But what's funny about it is I get better the more drunk I get, which is kind of a blessing and a curse because we went this past weekend and then the next day I had to ask Jess what my high game was. I didn't even know what it was. And that just tells you right. Because I remember my crappy high game when it was like 120 because I was sober. And then as the night went on, I bowled a 185. And to me, that's really, really good. And I had to be reminded of it because I didn't remember.
No. So yeah, it's actually like a serum for you. It's like a steroid.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah,
It's definitely
yeah.
performance enhancing.
Performance
I mean, I don't want to get pinched for PEDs.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. Yeah.
They found
Well-
traces of Yingling in his blood.
That's why you got to urinate it out.
Yeah, 80-game suspension right there.
You get docked 10 pins.
Yeah, right, exactly. Handicapped. Sorry, guys.
So
Wow.
and let's get to our show. Like, we got to talk about dog grooming here. So again, like we mentioned before the break, we want to get back to basics. And the reason why we want to reiterate this stuff is because we tend to forget a lot of how to maintain our pets. So we want to kind of just go over the basic tips, the basic maintenance of taking care of our pets, especially around the holidays, because everybody gets real busy around the holidays. We tend to neglect the dogs, neglect the cats a little bit, not out of, intent or anything. It's just we are too busy to focus. So want to make sure that you guys out there are just keeping up and making this stuff a routine. So right off the bat, we get this question a lot, like how often should I brush my dog? All right, guys, it might seem like a simple question, but it's not. Depending on your breed, depending on what type of dog you have, if you have a high maintenance dog, if you have a double-coated dog, such as a Collie or a Sheltie or even a Samoyed, I mean, man, think about that, a Samoyed, what a high-maintenance dog. You really got to break out with the brush, the rakes. You got to get some of that undercoat out, especially on a high-maintenance dog, like I'm saying, like a double-coated dog, right into your Bijans, your Poodles, your soft-coated Wheaten Terriers. Brushing is often overlooked. Again, depending on the breed, let's say you do own a Bichon or a Shih Tzu or a Poodle, etc. Brushing, in my opinion, should be done at least 2 times a week. And you should do a correct brushing. Don't just surface brush. A lot of times people will just brush the surface of the dog. You really have to separate the coat and do a really good job brushing. But I think brushing your pet 2 times a week is good. I say 2 times a week. If you did it once a week, still good, because some people don't brush their dogs at all. I don't know. We still get that, right, Ann? It's kind of weird because it's kind of a staple thing. You got to brush your dog.
Well, yeah, the reason too that, I mean, between our shows here and the channel, we mention brushing more than anything because I honestly, I don't know, it's a toss-up. Brushing and ears are the 2 easiest things to forget. So that's why we have to mention it all the time, because people just forget to brush sometimes. It's so important. It has to be done. So we have to mention it all the time because it's just so easily forgotten. Like you said, it's often overlooked. So, sorry we have to keep mentioning it, but like you said, we still get that, and it's just I don't know. It needs to be done more often. I mean, on you personally, you're very short-coated, so you can probably brush yourself like once every 2 weeks.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Unlike you look like a grizzly bear when you take your T-shirt off.
All right.
Along with the brushing, I think you're going to need like maybe a little bit of a flea and tick spray just to make sure.
I deserve that.
So anyway. It's a good thing, though, because the type of brush you might have to use, too. We always recommend using a slicker brush. So that's a brush that Anthony might need to use a little bit more often on his beard.
I think I need a rake. I got to get rake. I got to get all that undercoat out.
You need a lawnmower. You just need like a big once over.
Yeah. No, I need a twice over.
Right. You need twice over. Yeah. But yeah, see, you could look forward to going bald, though, too, Ant. Because I'm your dad. You got my genes.
Yeah. Not caring for that. Not caring for that, gotta say.
Yeah. My blood is coursing through your veins there, little buddy.
Jeez. Oh, no.
And I don't know what the DNA, my DNA must say, like, bald on it. If I went for a DNA test, it would say, like, this section, bald.
The DNA, what's his blood type? Bald.
Bald. He will be bald.
No, he's baldo positive.
Exactly.
All right, we have to get back on track.
Okay, let's get back on track.
Okay.
Again, I miss you, man.
Yeah, me too. It feels so good to be back.
It does. I love this. Love doing this.
What about nail clipping? Let's talk about nail clip. That's another basic we have to never forget about.
That's right. Again, guys, don't let your dog's nails get too long. If you check out our YouTube channel, check it out. Go to Grooming by Rudy on YouTube. We have multiple nail clipping videos. We show you demonstrations of what happens when dogs' nails get too long. And it's not pretty, guys. It's actually really, really serious topic and needs to be done. Because, again, if you let your dog's nails get too long, what's going to happen is they're not going to be able to walk right. It'll start twisting the digits sideways, and it becomes very, very painful for the dog. So nail clipping, very, very important. In my opinion, you should be clipping your dog's nails at least once a month or even twice a month. But rule of thumb is once a month. Dogs tend to really hate getting their nails clipped. I mean, it's just the consensus. They don't like it. And it's usually because at one point or another, somebody went too far on the nails and hit the vein, and the dogs will just remember that pain, and they don't want to get it done. So if you're not comfortable at home clipping your dog's nails, let a professional do it. Let a professional dog groomer or veterinarian do it for you so that there's less of a chance of hurting the dog. And we do it all the time, so we kind of know how far to go and how far not to go. A lot of times, if people tend to do it at home, they'll hit the vein, and then you kind of ruin it for the groomer or the vet who's trying to do it next time. But nail clipping is just very, very important. You want to stay on top of that.
And nail clipping, it's so important. The first, 3 times, I would say, that your dog ever gets their nails clipped is the most important 3 times, because if you hit that vein right out of the gate, you might have just screwed yourself for the rest of the dog's life, because they'll never forget it. And then the next time you touch their paw, they're just going to go, "Oh, that hurt last time you did that," whatever that was. And like you just said, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, it is so not worth doing it, because you're gonna make it a challenge for the groomer or the vet for the rest of the dog's life. And then the dog has to be stressed every time you do it, and it has to be done once a month. So
exactly,
creates a big problem. So if you don't have confidence doing that, definitely stay away from it. Just get it done by a professional. Definitely watch some of our videos so you can see how important that is too. Sometimes it's hard to relay the importance of brushing in a video, because you're seeing the clippers go through it anyway, and we're shaving the dog down, so it's hard to see the severity of any discomfort. But nails, man, those videos that we put out of the nail clips overgrown, you could really see how that could be so uncomfortable for the poor dogs. Yeah. And sometimes it's neglect, sometimes you never know. But
a lot of times it's because what we're talking about, where somebody hurt the dog, went too far, hit the quick, the vein, whatever you want to call it, and like you said, the dogs just remember that, they'll hate it for next time, so it becomes a big trust issue. Start off slow. If you have a puppy, don't go too far on the nails. Just work on tipping them. Get them used to the sound. Get them used to the feel. It's a very tedious thing to do. They move around a lot. You don't want to hurt the dog. But again, get your dogs used to getting their nails clipped by not hurting them, by not going too far at first, gaining their trust. And again, like we said, if you're not comfortable doing it, have a groomer or a vet. But I think once a month is good, maybe even twice a month. Stay on top of the nails. Very, very important, guys. Let's see. Next thing is ear cleaning. Let's go from nails to ears. Again, very, very important here, guys. Ear cleaning is just another one of those things that you really have to stay on top of. Again, especially with certain breeds like your floppy-eared dogs, the dogs whose ears lay flat and are filled with hair, or a lot of hair around the ears, such as your golden doodles, your cocker spaniels. These dogs are so prone to getting ear infections. You really need to check your dog's ears at least once a week, and you should be cleaning your dog's ears out at least once a week as well. Again, depending on breed, depending on lifestyle, if you have a dog that maybe lives on a farm, I just
the farms, man. Listen, it gets serious out there on the farms, and you never know what's going down on the farms. I mean,
right. I'm just saying it's a
So
very,
we can't judge those people because what they go through on those farms is ridiculous.
Right, and it affects the ears very negatively.
I mean, come on.
Not to be confused with farms. So, if your dog does live on a farm, and is a working dog, they're kicking up a lot of debris. They might be more prone to ear infections or even just ears getting dirty. But check your dog's ears. Right, Ant? Like at least once a week, more often than
Smell
Anthony
them.
does. Smell them.
You gotta definitely check your dog's ears way more often than I check mine. And yeah, you got to smell them. As nasty as that might sound, an inner ear infection that you might not be able to see, you can probably be able to smell it. So it's a good little tip there. Just your dog's ear might look okay. Give it a little sniff. See, just make sure that nothing's in there. And it's very common. It's very common. We deal with ear infections. Geez, definitely more than any other struggle. And
Sure.
That's why I said before it's right up there with brushing. Knots and infected ears are the mainstay in this business.
Yeah. Look at your dog's reactions to or personality. If they're scratching at their ear a lot, if you see them scratching, it's not always fleas. It could be an inner ear infection, and they have no way of telling you except for maybe rubbing their ear on the carpet or something like that. If you see your dog rubbing its head a lot and kind of shaking its head a lot or scratching at the ear, make sure you check the ear. Could be something going on in there. You know what I mean? And a lot of times it is just dirt and it just needs a good cleaning, but you'll never know unless you look.
And that's why when it's dirt, that's why those dogs with those floppy ears, they're so much more prone to ear infections, and you'd think it would be the other way around. Whereas like a Schnauzer, for example, there's nothing protecting it. Yeah, but that also means that when some dirt gets in there, they could shake it right out because there's nothing keeping it in either. So you know those floppy eared dogs, especially the ones that live on the farm. Those dirt dogs, those farm dogs, those poor things. When dirt gets in there, it ain't coming out. So again, importance of cleaning the ears because that dirt ain't going anywhere unless you get it out yourself. Really,
exactly.
Poor farms.
Those poor farm dogs. If only somebody could take them off the farm and put them on a farm. Well, I think they'd do a lot better with their ears.
You know what? We should start a nonprofit called Farms to Farms.
Right.
And where we go to these farms and we save these dogs and these people and we bring them to a farm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And then the dogs can live in a barn instead of a blarn. And, and their ears will be more protected from inflections.
Exactly. So, yeah, check your dog's ears, man. Just whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Just check your dog's ears. I mean, what do you want us to say? Oh man.
I'm ready. I'm about ready for a Miller High Life over here. You got me wanting to drink a Miller and go bowling now.
Let's get some after. Let's do that right after this.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's do it, man. All right. So what's our next thing?
I would say bathing.
Yes, bathing
is
yes,
definitely a basic.
Yeah. And again, this is something that is very, very important, and I think through the radio show, and I want you guys to write in because I kind of want Anthony on board with this. I want him to be a little bit more conscious and knowledgeable about this topic. But bathing's very, very important, guys. But here's the thing with bathing. It's the one thing you don't want to do too often. Again, Anthony knows all too much. Yeah, maybe you're being healthy.
I think I am.
Maybe everybody else is wrong and you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Like we shouldn't bathe more than once every 3 weeks.
Hey man, you got to get a little dirty so that immune system gets some practice. Just saying. George Carlin said that a long time ago. I live my life by it.
Okay.
You want to be too clean. Don't be sanitizing all the time.
Right. I agree. Yeah, you got to get that immune system going.
God, how I got somebody to marry me, I'll never know.
I'll never know that either.
Thanks, Dad.
That's really weird. You actually got married. Oh, good for you.
Thanks, Pop.
Just somebody for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Get back on it.
Yeah. So anyway, bathing. again, one of those things you don't want to do too often. You don't, this is my opinion, guys, and I've been grooming a long time, but I have found that you really don't want to bathe your dog more than once every 2 to 3 weeks. I think rule of thumb is once a month on this. And the reason for that is dogs, especially, they produce certain oils on their skin that actually make their skin healthy, like nutrition. The oils are very, very essential. If you overbathe the dog, what happens is you wash all of those essential oils away, and the dog's skin will dry out very, very quickly. It will start to become flaky. You'll see that the coat starts to become very, very dry and brittle, and the hair will start falling out. A lot of times it is due to either bathing too often or not using a good quality shampoo. Don't use cheap shampoos. If you are going to bathe your dog at home, again, as we always preach, brush prior to bathing, but use a good quality shampoo. We recommend a Double K. They have a shampoo called Oat Mela that we use all the time. It's an oatmeal-based shampoo. Very, very good. A lot of essential things in it. There's aloe, there's lanolin in it. So a lot of moisturizing with that kind of shampoo. We also recommend a shampoo called Crazy Dog. There's different scents with them. There's green apple. There's baby powder scent. But again, really good quality shampoos. Listen, if you're not paying $15 for a bottle of shampoo, it probably isn't good, So definitely get yourself a good shampoo and don't overbathe. Again, not to say this, if your dog goes through a mud puddle or something like that and gets real dirty, yeah, give it a bath. But people that tend to overbathe their dogs will dry the dogs out real, real quick.
I like Oat Mela. I mean, Crazy Dog is probably my favorite because it just lathers so well and it smells so good. But Oat Mela, I would say, is probably the best one you can get. It's kind of up there in price, but for good reason. Yeah. Oat Mela really, really does the job really well. Those are the two main ones that we use, and they're both really, really good. So I would definitely pick, if you're looking for a good shampoo, those are the two that we use most often. There's exceptions, but
there's tons of them out there. There's so many different shampoos. There's another company called Tropiclean. So their thing is that they use a lot of extracts from like tropical plants and aloe plant and stuff like that. But again, just do your research, and get yourself a really good quality shampoo. And again, don't bathe more than once every 2 to 3 weeks. Once a month is usually really rule of thumb. So you're not drying out your dogs out there. So what do we have?
Pad cleaning.
Pad cleaning. Right. Okay. Yeah. Again, real important, guys. Check your dog's feet. Your dogs are on their feet all the time. Check their pads. Dogs grow hair in their pads, so you really have to check their feet often. Again, if you see your dog biting at their feet or biting that hair in between their little digits there, their little paws there, either clip the hair out yourself. If you're not comfortable with that, again, bring them to a groomer, bring them to a veterinarian that knows what they're doing. But it's very, very important to get that excess hair out of the pads, to check for any debris, especially in the fall. Dogs will get acorns stuck in between their pads. In the wintertime, they'll get that salt stuck in there. Very, very important. Clip that hair out and keep the pads clean.
Yeah, and especially because if you check the pads often enough where they don't get matted, pads can be actually, I don't like to use the word easy when we're talking about anything grooming, but pads, if they're not matted, that's not that hard to do to maintain on your own either. If the hair grows quickly, if it's not matted, because I know clipping pads was one of the first things you taught me. You still have to be very, very careful, but those pads are so tough that, like, if you don't have to dig too hard where there's not a lot of matting or whatever, if you have a decent pair of clippers, you could probably do it yourself and maintain them a little bit if you're looking to do that, or if you're looking to become a groomer. Clipping pads is
it's not that hard.
It's not that hard compared to some of the other. Yeah, it's not. That's not easy. You still have to be really careful. But if you have to dig, then you could. You got to be careful. You could really cut a dog. But if you're just skimming it, you could do it. It's not. And
if you guys want to see how to do it, again, go to our YouTube channel. Go to Grooming by Rudy. We got about 3 or 4 pad videos up, and we'll show you exactly how to do it. and at least give you a better idea of whether or not you want to do it or not. But pads are just real important to do. So, again, guys, we just want to talk about some basics. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go to break. But when we come back by popular demand, apparently you guys really love our little comment section. So we're going to go over some of the comments that you guys leave us. And again, we got some real good ones here, all real comments. So we're going to come back with our little comment section after this brief break.
Molly, here's your dinner. Zeus, that's not your food.
Don't let that happen to your precious cat. Elevate your cat's eating experience with the Cat Tree Tray. The Cat Tree Tray keeps your cat's food off the floor and conveniently located on the cat tree. It's the perfect way to eat. It's a beautiful wrought iron tray that easily attaches to your cat tree and keeps dogs and other critters out of your cat's dish. A must for multi-pet households. There's a 6-inch tray for large bowls and a 4-inch tray for smaller bowls. Purchase your Cat Tree Tray today. Go right now to cattreetray.com. That's cattreetray.com. CATTREETRAY.com.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. I am Anthony Ray, hanging out with my dad, as always, Rudy V. And so far, we've had a lot of stuff going on, talking about basics, going back to basics, talking about brushing, nail clipping, ear cleaning, bathing, pads, all that fun stuff. And now we are going to get into some of the comments that we get from time to time, as my dad said before the break, back by popular demand. Got a couple interesting ones here, and we have a lot of fun sort of reading them and just sort of commenting back, answering a couple of questions that some of you may have. These are all real comments. So, Dad, you want to start us off with
Yeah. I'll start us off. This is coming from, it's coming from somewhere in Great Britain. So actually, it's one of the great things about our YouTube channel is that, you could check out your demographic and see where things are coming from. But apparently this is Jeannie from Great Britain. And she says, you guys are two bumbling buffoons. But thank you so much, Jeannie. Really appreciate that comment. Being from Great Britain, I'm sure she probably said, you guys are two bumbling buffoons. Listen, it's always nice to be compared to a wild animal that drinks its own pee. I like that,
a wild animal. What do you mean?
Like a buffoon. That's isn't that a wild
Wait,
animal?
Dad, hold on. Do you think buffoon is the same as a baboon? Is that what you're...
Oh man!
That's how you took that? I was wondering why you were so mad at this one.
Oh wow! I am
because we are buffoons.
Maybe Jeannie's right.
Did you think this lady called us baboons?
Yeah,
that's what you think.
Jesus Christ! I'm stupid, man. Wow! I really don't know why baboon came to my brain.
Baboons.
So buffoons doesn't mean baboon?
No. She means like buffoon.
Oh, like
Have you never heard the word buffoon before?
I have, but why am I thinking of a baboon?
I don't know. You just got off a cruise ship. Maybe you forgot how to speak or something. I don't know. Where did they take you? What did they do to you when you left?
They took me. I saw baboons down there.
You mean buffoons?
I saw some buffoons.
Yeah, buffoons are yeah.
Could it be like a baboon that's caught in a storm? A buffoon?
Yeah, there you go. Is a buffoon. Gosh, man. Between that and the flarms, you're really batting 1,000 today with your vocab.
Oh, God.
Okay, this one, I don't remember if we did this one or not.
Yeah.
But even if we did, because we might have done this one last time.
Yeah. We like this one a lot.
But I don't care because I like this one a lot. And in this one, it makes for good conversation. So this one was from our Saturday Night Grooming video. This one was the one that said, do you guys sell cigarettes at your store? Now, not currently.
Not currently, no.
But see, and again, if we did this one already, we apologize. But I want to discuss this further because
I commented back to him, and we said not currently,
right?
And
not currently.
He wrote us back and said cigarettes and a lottery machine will help bring people into your store.
Right. Now, this is what. Like, here's the thing. First, we're not grooming in the back of a quick check. So I don't know that it would work that smoothly. However, he's making a really good point.
Right. He's trying to help us out. You know?
Right. Thank you. The thing is the funny thing is, I feel like the only reason this wouldn't work is because we would just get too many interruptions throughout the day and you really need to focus. But if we ever expand and maybe move the grooming night to a nice, safe, silent room, I don't see why we can't have a lottery machine.
Sell some cigarettes, I guess, yeah.
Here's the thing. Guaranteed more people are coming in. Yeah, definitely good for business. I mean that goes without question. You plop those lottery machine things on the window, and that says where they are, Mega Millions, 2 million. It's like, dude, people are going to flock in.
Definitely going to be some foot traffic, so.
Yeah. So
thank you.
Yeah, thanks for that. Sorry if we did that one already, but we just wanted to further analyze, and just in case we didn't say it last time, if we did this one before, he's right.
Yeah, like we actually might say that one again at some time in the future.
Yeah,
that's just a good one.
Yeah, next show. You know what I think we should do? We should talk about this one every show, no matter what. There should always be the cigarette comment. I love it.
All right, so let's move on to our next one. This one was off of our 3 basic tools for grooming. And this person said, you guys look really short.
Wow.
All right, well, we are. But the thing, can you notice that on camera? Is that obvious?
Yes. That video, we were on a white background, like we were standing next to it. How can you even tell?
Yeah.
But, I don't know. How tall are you?
Me? God. Oh, geez. My height is weird, man. I used to be like 5'6". I'm like 5'4" now. I don't know what happened. Like, I'm getting shorter.
Well, maybe you lost a little bit on the top.
Right. Yeah. Right. My hair. Yes, of course. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think my '80s pompadour gave me about 3 inches. Yeah. Back then. So that could be it.
I'm just saying it could be, because that's a lot. From 5'6" and a half.
I'm ready to wear my Prince Purple Rain heels again, just to compensate a little bit.
Dude, I can use a pair of those myself, man, because I'm about to get some inserts or something. Because again, this person's right, man. We are some small dudes. We are small. All of my friends are taller than me. Yeah. All of them.
The tall guy always gets the girl too. You remember notice that? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, yeah, you're tall.
Yeah, you're tall, and like, even if you're like overweight, why do you still have abs? Like, it's just not fair. Short people, man,
got no reason. Short people got no reason.
This show sponsored by Randy Newman.
What a sad. Short people have no reason to live.
Why did he write that? That's such a weird song title.
Randy, that's bad.
Randy. Don't say that, Randy.
Don't say that, Randy.
Don't say that.
So, what's our last one here?
Okay.
God, this one.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you don't like this one.
I take this one personally, but go ahead, bring it in.
And I'm going to read this comment, and then I got to talk to you guys because this is all right. The comment was, I don't know where this is from. I don't care either. Okay. I guess this was toward you.
Yes.
You do most of the talking on our channel. It says, why do you talk like you have marbles in your mouth? Now, guys, my dad is very sensitive. Okay?
Yes.
So when you say things like this, funny as it may be or true as it sometimes may be, I now have to spend the next month convincing him it's not true or it's not that bad. So whoever wrote this, thanks, because this whole marble situation's taking me right into 2019 now. Okay, like this is how I'm starting off my new year. It's not going away in 2 weeks. It's right up. This is how I'm starting my new year, having to convince my dad. Don't worry, Dad. You don't sound like marble. Like you have marbles in your mouth when you talk. No, Dad. Your nose isn't that big. No, Dad. When in the summer when you wear those shorts that are above your kneecaps, I can't see your varicose veins. You know, like it. No, Dad, your hair looks fine-ish. It's just, you know, it's a thin line because we like to be funny and we mess with each other. But when he hears it from somebody he doesn't know, now I got to come on. Yeah, it like confirms his suspicions. So don't stop leaving funny comments. But oh man,
yeah, it's I'm doing it right now. See what I mean? You're right. Whoever wrote that, I do talk with like I have marbles in my mouth, but like it's just like you know, I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive.
I'm sensitive too.
Are you? Not as sensitive as me.
You know what it is though? I've been before we even started the YouTube channel or the radio show. I knew going in that the comment sections are a nightmare. I knew that going in, and I had to like. I remember telling you that when we first started the YouTube channel, and you were listening to me, but like I don't think it really sunk in how like it's you can't really take your comments too seriously on YouTube.
That's why we decided to like do this segment so that we share them because it kind of acts as a little bit of therapy for me. You know what I mean? Like, all right, well, if I tell you guys what people are saying about us, at least it'll help a little bit, I guess.
It helps us laugh at ourselves, and I mean, a lot of these are like removed, or they started on the comment section, got removed, and then we got in touch with the person, and then that's what they said. But it's like this is all stuff that people's really coming up with,
and we really love your comments, guys. So please keep leaving them, and again, like we do like constructive criticism. Just don't curse or anything. That's bad.
No, that's bad.
That's bad. Randy. Short people got no reason to live.
Randy. Oh, Randy. Oh, yeah. Before we go, just I want to remind everybody, because we only did it in one video so far, but we're going to be, speaking of comments, we're going to be doing this new thing on the channel, on our YouTube channel, that is that.
This new thing?
You hear about this new thing, Dad? We're going to be putting some of the nice comments you guys leave. You guys have been leaving us a lot of love lately. Any comment that's like kind of like short that you guys, we love you guys, or what a sweet dog, or whatever, things along those lines. You guys do that a lot. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be flashing some of those during our grooming videos and stuff, just to kind of like, just to show you guys some love. And so, yeah, just keep doing it. Leaving some comments, because we're going to be trying to feature as many of them as we can in our videos. You guys are so cool. So it will be cool. Maybe you get to see your name pop up in one of our videos. So we really appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been showing us. We're coming up on 5,000 subscribers. It's been one hell of a first year doing YouTube and doing this show. We're having so much fun. So yeah, we just wanted to let you guys know that. Definitely keep leaving some comments, because you might make it into one of our videos.
Definitely, guys. Thank you so much for everything, all you guys listening to us out there, because like Anthony said, we're just having a great time doing this. So thank you.
All right. Thanks so much for stopping by, guys. As always, we'd like to thank our producer, Mark Winter. Thank you so much, Mark. If you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel. It's called Grooming by Rudy. That's Grooming by Rudy on YouTube.com. Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. We want to hear from you guys. You could also like Grooming by Rudy on Facebook. Follow Grooming by Rudy on Instagram and Twitter. It has been an absolute pleasure, as always. And until next time, take care of yourselves and your pets.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.